Hello, everybody. It is August 7th, 2023, 8/7/23. I am Drew,
And I'm Tara.
and this is America's #1 sports sibling entertainment 69 butthole. Butthole. I was up in that butthole on that one.
You
Butthole
were.
podcast. Melon fights. Holy shit. Butthole. That's how we do it here on Melon Fights. Melon Fights, America's top pod. Top
pod.
pod. This is episode 71. 71. 71, Tara.
That's crazy.
Does it
Do
feel
we
like
know
a
anyone
lot?
that's 71?
Hmm?
Do we know anyone that's 71?
Probably.
Is Mush 71?
Could be. How much older is he than Dad?
8 or 9 years.
I think 8. So no?
No. It's a lot of numbers, though.
It's a lot of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little choppy, so that'll be obnoxious today. It is what it is, though.
I've been having some internet problems, so
It'll be fun for editing it tonight.
I reset my router like 2 days in a row.
Should have maybe reset it before this.
I did.
Damn. All right, well. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. That's a saying I just made up, I feel like. But it's pretty generic. It's somehow made up and on the spot, but generic at the same time.
It could be like a sign that someone has in their house.
It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. Sounds like something from like a cool Jay-Z tune.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z, Jizzy J.
Born in 69.
1 in 69?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say 1 in 69?
No, born in 69.
Born in 69. Shit, yeah. 69.
We may be past our 69th episode, but we will forever be 69.
Well, it's we're America's number one 69 podcast.
Definitely.
So it's never gonna.
We can't forget that.
I mean, if we don't, we have to bring it up at least once per pod.
Yeah, we can't forget it.
It'd be very disappointing for people. People, if you want to hear more 69 content, just email us at MELLONfights@gmail.com. That's MELLON fights@gmail.com. Follow us on Andyland Entertainment. Andyland Entertainment on Instagram, or Melon Fights on the one and only TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, Tara finally, I got a bunch of likes on our videos. I was like, where do all these fucking likes come from? It was for Tara.
Me.
Because she finally got herself back on TikTok just in time for this week's episode. Tara, how are the videos I sent you? How many videos did I send you that I didn't realize you weren't getting? I stopped the other day sending a couple goodies to you.
I'm looking right now because I wrote down all of them.
Oh, wow.
43. You sent
There was 43? I sent you 43. Did you have dates?
Starting May 8th.
May 8th. It's been that long.
Yep.
Holy shit, Tara.
And there were some goodies.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
I mean,
I mostly sent good shit. Some of them were probably out of context where I wanted you to just react and then we could talk shit about something.
Well,
could you tell? Do you think you could tell what was going on? Like what my thought process was on any of them?
Well, there was one like around the NBA finals and people were asking the Joker really dumb questions and it was really pissing you off. But then there was also like moments where he was just being absolutely hilarious.
Sure.
And then out of all of the 43, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that were no longer available.
Oh, wow. That's too bad.
But I did have the names of them, so
I wonder if you told me the names, if they know what the video
The first one was sent on May 12th, unavailable by Rap NBG.
Oh, just the name of the person who had it up?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Kidding me?
Well, some might. Like one was not available Family Feud.
I don't know. There's a million Family Feud things.
Not available.
I'm
It's
trying.
Dizzy.
Dizzy. I'm trying to think of what the
Yeah.
Family Feud one might have been.
What about this one? Not available. Rob tries cooking.
No, no,
Okay. Uh,
no idea. I don't know.
what
I
about
don't know.
this one? Not available. Jordan Flom. Do you know
Don't know,
Jordan
Tara.
Flom?
I don't know. One was Family Feud. I just don't know what the clip was. I don't know what was getting me. I don't know what was getting me.
Let's
Sure, it was our. I'm sure it
see.
was our guy doing some good stuff.
Oh, Drew. There was one clip of yours that you sent me, which was the most insane one. And it was sent to me on July 17th. And
Mm-hmm.
it was a clip from 911 Lone Star.
Mm-hmm.
It
What
was a
happened?
long clip. And in the beginning of it, it was a husband and a wife. And the husband had a cast on his arm and he was going into his like cryo freezer to help him with his
Oh yeah.
muscle soreness.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like having this argument, and he's just like being a dick. She's being a dick. And she goes, I hope you freeze to death. A flash forward, 911 Lone Star got a 911 call from this woman saying, I think my husband froze to death. It goes back to this couple. The guy's in his like cryogenic freezer, just completely like frozen.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most ridiculous thing. And then they're like trying to get him out, and the handle was frozen. And she like was like, well, I tried to blow dry it to unfreeze it. Mind you, like the whole thing, like she could have like climbed up and tried to like pull him out, but no. Then they try to get him out, and he's just like this stiff board, and they're like, oh, we don't know if he's alive or not. His eyes are wide open. They're kind of like taking this freaking wax figure out of this thing, and then they get him on the ground, and they're like, he doesn't have a pulse. So Rob Lowe goes to give him chest compressions, and his whole chest case.
Yeah,
And everyone looks at him
his
like,
hands smashed through his chest,
yeah.
and he just goes two hands deep inside of his chest.
Yes. And everyone's kind of looking at Rob Lowe like, what'd you do? It was
Yeah, they
ridiculous.
gave Rob Lowe like a Rob
Yeah,
Lowe. What'd you
like,
do, Rob Lowe?
was that the choice to do chest
Homie
compressions
was
on a
dead
frozen
already, so
dude? He
whatever.
was dead. But
I
that
actually
one
thought
really
I thought when
stuck
they were taking him
out.
out, he was gonna fall over and shatter into pieces. That's what I thought was
That's
gonna happen.
basically what happened.
Yeah, but I
His
thought they were gonna
chest
pull him
can.
out, and I thought they were gonna lose grip, and he's gonna slip and just shatter,
And
shards
then it was
everywhere.
just
Same
like
thing. I mean, it
freaking.
was what they did was actually probably more fucked up.
It was so fucked up. It was so
Rob Lowe looked
weird.
so sad.
I know he's like, I killed this guy.
What else did you? What else happened in those clips?
Let's see. So, the one I
When,
really liked, it was the Kroll show one where it was mic'd up refs
oh, and he's just
for like
fucking
a
with them
youth.
all.
Yeah, but then like, which one do you like? And he's like, number 15. And he's like, boop, and he called a foul on 15. He's like, dude, like, save her, save her. And he's like, that wasn't a foul, that wasn't a foul. And he's like, that's gonna go far. Like trying to date these like high school girls.
Yeah,
It
was the
was
other?
awesome.
Was there another famous guy in it, or was it just him?
Yeah, it was Jordan Peele.
That's right. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look. A sassy volleyball player from May 12th.
Oh man. Oh, how good was that?
So good. Like, and the music that was playing was the Freak by Nicki Minaj, and like he would like get it and then just like stand up. Like, ooh,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
just
I
like it
did
was like a
that.
volleyball thing, and he was just like, didn't he do the splits at one point?
Yeah. That might have been
Oh,
the
that might have been
disco
the disco
golf.
soccer one.
Yeah.
That one was
Which
fun
I
too.
think is just a ballet.
Whatever, it was funny.
Yeah,
Have you ever
it
did I ever
was
send you the one
funny.
where it's the basketball players like where it's just like like just like sassy basketball being played, and they're
No,
just
it could
fucking
have.
like it was almost like Prince from the Chappelle Show sketch. That's like kind of how it was the vibe of it. It's a good one.
Um, You sent me one called Hood Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like very athletic belly flops, and most of the dudes are like fully clothed. And you also had a comment on there that said, "The shoes and socks are killing me."
That's what I said.
I really liked that they were in shoes and socks doing their like athletic belly flops.
I don't remember any of this.
Oh,
This wasn't even that long ago.
no. Do you remember sending me the hole in the bucket thing?
Yeah, just because I wanted you to see it. Miranda and I
It's
watched
so
it. It was
weird.
so weird. It made me uncomfortable.
Me
It was
too.
like this old. So you guys don't know this old, the old hole in the bucket, dear Liza thing, and
Mm-hmm.
it was God,
Like
who
a
was doing it?
sketch show.
No, well, it was like famous. It was Harry Belafonte. Is that his name?
I
It was
don't
like
remember.
old famous singers,
Yes.
and they were singing it, but like it made more sense with the way they sang it. Though I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, because
Yeah.
when we
Where
sang it
she
as
was
like as
like
kids and stuff,
irritated by
we just thought
him.
it was like in our brain. It was I was just like, oh, it's just like an old. You just repeat, say just a bunch of weird shit. But when they actually
Yeah.
sang it as characters, it was actually kind of interesting. Like, oh,
Yeah.
now I get it. But it was weird. It just made me uncomfortable. I made up a song called "There's a Hole." Hold on, Miranda. What did I? What was my song about the hole in the what? You remember?
Bottom of the sea.
Remember when I did my? Remember when I did my cover of "Hole in the Bucket"? Was it "Hole in the Butthole"? There's a hole in the butt in my butthole, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my butthole, dear Liza. A hole.
I'm
Then
sure that
fill
was
it,
it.
dear Henry, dear Henry. And I went on for a while. I
I'm
did a lot of it.
sure.
The only thing I think I changed was that instead of a bucket, it was a butthole, and it worked all the way through.
Did you fill it with straw?
Yeah, I said fill it with straw. I might have changed it a little. I don't remember. It works either way. Anyway, so yeah,
So one that
I'm a regular Weird Al Yankovic, if you will,
yeah, you are.
regular Yank.
One that
That
I
was a
really
movie I watched recently.
appreciated.
What's
What?
that? Weird Al had a movie. It was like a Weird Al movie where my birthday brother Daniel Radcliffe plays Weird Al.
Really?
Didn't quite work for me. It was kind of along the
Mm.
lines of that Dewey Cox movie. Remember that?
Ugh, hated
Was
it.
yeah, it was the same sort of vibe. You would have hated this too. It didn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work for me, sadly. It was dumb, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of excited about it, but it kind of sucked. What were you gonna say?
So there was this one that I really loved
You
because
keep saying that.
I really liked all of them. I really
Okay.
enjoyed going through all of them and
Hmm.
being like, huh. There's just a few where I was like, the hole in the bucket one I did not like.
It was
It was
just so you
very
could
long.
see it. That was more of a isn't
Yeah.
this weird? That was not
Um,
like isn't this great? That was more like this is bizarre.
but the one that I really liked, it was from May 12th again. You had a lot on May 12th. So
It's having a big day.
it was a big day. So, you know, when influencers or people that think they're influencers are like telling you a story, but they're
Hmm.
eating, like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And they're like eating and being annoying. Well, on this one, it was
Like
a,
it's so like they just it just happened.
like,
Like
oh,
I couldn't
this
stop
just,
myself from saying
yes,
this right now. I was in the middle
right.
of eating and I had this like fresh take. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
you sent me one where a girl started out and she's like, she goes, I don't know who needs to hear this. And then she takes a whole mouthful of noodles and just like starts eating. And then it flashes to this other girl who goes, I don't know who needs to know this. And she shoves tortilla chips in her mouth and is just
Yeah.
like crunching them. And then she takes a drink of water and it's just like, it was so good.
It's like
Because,
having a
like,
conversation with
seriously,
Tara. That's
exactly.
what
That's
like
what I
talking to
thought of
Tara's like.
too.
Tara's like, I'm gonna take a bite and then start something very important here
Hmm.
after I take this big ass
But,
bite.
like, it's not because I think it's cool. It's just because I
Because
have
she's a
bad
fucking
manners.
sloppy pig. Because
Exactly.
she's a little sloppy pig girl.
Which
Oh, could I put
takes
some food in
me,
my face before I ask you something?
which is funny because I'm going to go to another one, which
Mm-hmm.
it was, let's see if I can find it. Shit. Uh, hold on.
And there's a hole in my
Uh,
butthole,
Bucket.
Dear Liza, there's a hole in my butthole. Yes, there's a hole.
I'm trying to
There's
find it
Henry,
because it was,
dear Henry, then fill it, dear Henry, then fill that old hole.
Okay,
With what shall I
so
Eliza, dear Eliza, with what should I fill my butthole with what? Get there,
God,
Jesus
I
Christ!
can't
There's
find
3
it.
verses of this damn thing.
I know. Okay, so I can pretty much just. I was trying to find exactly what it said,
Get up on that mic.
but I was trying to find exactly what it said, but um, so it was like the original trash goblin or something because I think people say that now,
Mhm,
and it was a thing of like from hoarders,
mhm.
and a lady
Oh,
is like
yeah.
going through a house and then gets to a room and goes, oh my god, and there's this little lady in a room just giggling hee, like cackling, and Drew's comment on that was, this used to be you.
Tara was a fucking creep. Tara would just have piles of trash in her room. It was fucking
Uh-huh.
crazy. I'm not saying I had,
Uh-huh.
like, the cleanest room in town. Mine was usually clothes. Hers was clothes, but also trash.
Oh,
We have hoarder tendencies as a family, I would
yeah.
say. I don't like it though. I get to
Mm-mm.
the point where like I can't handle it anymore. Um,
Yeah.
but Tara, I was worried about Tara there for a minute or
I know. What's funny is our friend would be like, he'd come over and he's like, would just make fun of it all the time. It was like, he'd be like, oh, well, you're going to have some guy come over and be like, hey, come into my room.
two.
And it's like the freaking most ridiculous thing in the world, which is like
it's like
Twizzlers in
it's
your
like have you ever
bed.
met a guy that's coming home with gas like whatever? Guess we're banging on these hairbrushes and bottles.
Yeah.
They don't give a
I
fuck.
was. I was disgusting. It was like I was
Hmm.
a nester. That's a nice way to
You're just
say
a lazy trash
gross.
monster. You're just a
I was,
lazy trash monster.
yeah, it's not good. And then like
I think it was
my
just so
room was
you could avoid
small.
putting things in the garbage, so you could be the so you didn't have to be the person to take out the garbage. That was the hardest place to take out the garbage was that one because it was
Yeah, it
them damn
was.
chickens. You couldn't go out our back door where we should have been doing it, so you'd go around
Because
through the bird shit. It was the worst.
it was the
I used to go
worst.
around the block to drop it off because it was
I
easier.
know. I would too.
Fucking
Let's
what a
see.
fucking what a world. That place doesn't
Um,
exist anymore. It was torn to
I
the
know.
floor, torn to the floor.
In my life, I have had two apartments that after I lived or houses that I after I lived in were condemned and torn down.
What was the other one?
My house I lived in my junior year in Madison on Orchard.
Was that one that bad? Really though?
It was pretty bad.
You lived in another one that's for sure should have been torn to the floor. And we lived there for 6 years.
Yeah, we did.
Is that it for your TikToks? It was okay. Unless you got
Um,
some more, unless you can explain it a little fancier.
so you sent me one and it was Michael Jackson and basically how he's a rip of Bob Fosse in The Little Prince from 1974. It
Oh
was
yeah,
wild.
right? Isn't that crazy?
I was like, holy crap, these are all like even the outfit.
Yeah, he was. It was like none of it was like an original idea.
No,
It's like, which makes sense because that's what happens. So do you think Trin knows he's a Bob Fosse guy?
you should tell him.
I mean, he listens to the pod, so he's gonna look it up now.
Yeah.
If he Google
Oh,
Bob Fosse and Michael Jackson,
the big guy ballin' and he goes and dunks it. Like there's two big guys and there's like a white
big in what
fence
way?
around. Heftier fellas.
Okay.
And they're playing basketball
Mm-hmm.
and they have the basket lowered down low, like
Nice.
where they don't even have to jump to dunk really.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy goes and he kind of like half dunks it and then he loses his balance and he flies into the white picket fence and just knocks like a whole thing down, and then they do a pan of the party and everyone is just laughing their
Oh,
asses
that is a good
off.
one. That is a good one. Mm-hmm.
There was one where it was like a promposal and they were in a car and
Oh, that one's good.
it showed like the two people driving and
Like he set up
like
a
on
camera
this,
to catch it.
yeah, exactly. And on the side of the road, there was stuff that he wrote on signs, and it said, "Marry me, JK. Will you go to the prom with me?"
Like
And
sign
it
by
goes,
sign.
yeah, sign by sign. So she's like kind of reading it, and then when she finally reads it, she's like, "Man, that's like a shitty way to ask someone to the prom." And he was just like,
He didn't say anything.
no, he's just kind of like, and then she goes,
Oh,
"Was it you, Daniel?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he like reached in the back to like give her a prom thing.
and
Like, "Will you
she's
go to
like
the prom
so
with
sad
me?"
about
And
it.
she's like, "Oh my
I
God,
think she
I'm
starts crying, right?
so she was bawling. And she's like, "I'm so sorry that I did that. I'm so
Yeah, she talked
sorry."
shit about his proposal when it was for her.
And then he
It
like
was
finally
lame, but
pulls it was he
but
finally
also
pulls over
funny.
and she's like, "I am so sorry."
Yeah, that one was good.
Hilarious.
I liked that one.
Let's see.
She's got more, guys.
I
This is our
do.
special TikTok
This is
catch up.
the
We call this the
this is the
TikTok catch
catch
up.
up.
If
That
this
was
is
only
anyone's
May
first, if this
31st.
one's let's come back to it. Let's come back to it.
Okay.
Come back to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're already 20 minutes in. That's all we've done.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. How many?
It
You don't
was
have to talk.
Drew.
Maybe
They
save
were
some for
so
next week.
good.
Save some for next week.
Okay. They were so
How
good.
many got
Okay.
left you want to talk? Unless there's one that you got to talk about right now. And if you've been
Uh
saving up.
no, the one that really got me was the 911.
Hmm.
And that one was sent on July 17th.
Yep. Yep. Sports. You want to talk sports quick?
Sports.
Let's
Yep.
talk. Let's talk with the most important. Not the most important, but let's talk about it. We barely talked about it last week, but the World Cup
Oh
happened,
yeah.
and the
It did
United
happen.
States women's national team did lose. The earliest they lost real early. They got barely snuck by,
Yeah.
barely snuck
Barely.
through
To
the
the
uh,
second
the
round or
group
whatever.
rounds into the knockout rounds, and they were knocked out. Uh,
Instantly.
they lost in a shootout, penalty kicks at the end because it was
Mm-hmm.
0-0 after regulation. They hadn't scored
Yep.
in 2 games. They only scored one goal the game before that. It's I can't help but think it's funny. Not because I care about, not because I'm like feeling like, that's what they get for being uppity bitches. I mean they are, but no, more like
They
because
just
it's
want to
always
get
funny. I
paid.
just like when USA loses at soccer because like people want to pretend we're just the women can't even win now. What are we doing?
Right.
So it was funny to me. I enjoyed it. It was
I mean,
funny.
they sucked.
They did suck. Well,
They
someone told me
barely got in because they couldn't score goals. And then I know the big thing is everyone was like pissed at Megan Rapinoe because she was like laughing after she missed, which I can understand because it seemed like she was not taking it serious
they
and
weren't.
like
I
wasn't
mean,
upset.
the people that were analyzing it were talking shit. And I'm waiting for the take where it's like where one of them's like where they start going like, oh, why they wouldn't act like this if we were men. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's literally all they like when I watch NBA stuff. That's all people do is pick apart
Yeah.
every little thing LeBron does. James
Yeah.
Hart, like the win people are the winners. They pick them apart.
Yeah.
Like if I can't, I was waiting for that take. If that take comes out, I might put up a video like, what fucking planet are you on,
Mm-hmm.
maniacs? Because someone's gonna say that, right? Right?
Yes.
Someone will say that shit.
Yeah.
No, I just thought it was. I don't care about any of this stuff. I don't care about any of this like stuff like that. It was just funny to me because we just like keep pretending we're some sort of soccer country, and it's
Country.
coming, and it's coming. It's coming. It might be coming where there's a lot of people that watch it, but we're never gonna be it. We're never gonna be good at it.
No.
We just don't have our best athletes don't play it. They just don't. Sorry.
And it's so boring. They
It is.
scored 0 points.
Well, yeah, we
0
we didn't watch it.
points.
We didn't watch it. I gotta honestly watch none
No.
of it. I'm sorry if you guys can hear all the stupid cicada. It's cicada season again, and they're fucking
Oh,
annoying right now.
yeah.
You might be hearing it in the background. I don't know. I
Somebody
can hear it,
asked
but
on the Facebook channel, they were like, is it. I am hearing some noises outside my house, and I just wanted to ask people if they think it's cicadas or rattlesnakes.
what was this on?
This is on Facebook, on the Oregon community.
You follow the Oregon Community Facebook
Oh,
page?
Drew, I do. And there's some fun
I thought it was
stuff.
on Facebook. I know Ashley is into that stuff.
It's hilarious because the things that people get worked up about.
Love it. I love it. So yes, U.S. Women's National Team Whatever. Who gives a shit? They lost. Now we don't have to hear about soccer for 2 years, so
Good.
that'll be fun. No, I heard a funny. So what's her name? Morgan. What's her name? Alex Morgan is their like big scorer, right? She's like their big name
Mm-hmm.
scorer. Heard a stat today that she scored 2 goals in the last 17 World Cup games she's been in. 2.
Two,
And
and
that's supposed to be the
that's
superstar.
their
That's their
super duper
superstar.
star. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
2. 2. That's
Two.
not good.
I feel like I could do that.
Tara, I've heard this from you before, and I'm starting to believe it
I
to be
know.
true.
I
I'm starting to think
know.
maybe you could
I think I
score a
could.
goal in the World Cup. I could score a goal in the Women's World Cup. I'm gonna say that right now. I could score, Tara. I could score a goal in the Women's World Cup. I could do it.
Drew, I could score a goal in the Women's World Cup too. I could do
I
it.
think I could be the most outstanding player in the Women's World Cup.
I
Is that a thing?
think. I don't know. I think that I could definitely
A lot of
assist a
running.
goal.
I don't want to
I know.
that much.
What if I'm only in one spot and I just kick it?
Maybe kicking the ball's hard. I couldn't. You know what? I'm full of shit. I could never score a goal in any soccer game at this point.
I could.
I think I maybe. I don't know if I scored ever when I was a kid. I think I did a couple, 1 or 2. I usually played defense though. I was usually a defender. I preferred it.
I think I
Mostly
played
because I
like
did
soccer a year, so.
when I kicked it. When I played
Oh my
defense, I
gosh,
just
can you
ball and I just
imagine if
boot it. I just boot that shit across. I just
yeah,
like
it's like
boom,
"Ugh,
bitch.
get out of my
See you
house."
later, bitch. Fuck you,
Can you
ball.
imagine how pissed someone would be if they heard us both say we could score a goal? They'd
Yeah,
be
I was
like,
gonna put that as a clip.
"Okay, chunks."
Okay, chunky,
Okay,
okay,
chunkies.
chunko and chunk ass.
I'd like to see you even run once up and down the field, you
America's
little
number
fatty.
fatty podcast in America, Melon Fights.
Melon fights.
We're
We're just fighting America. We're fighting America.
We're fast as fuck. This is us on the soccer field. See that? Look at that motherfucker go. He's as fast as a bee. He's
Oh
bee
my
fast.
gosh.
He's
He's
fast as
bee
fuck. He's as fast as a motherfucking bee out there.
Oh my
There's the thing.
god.
Our callbacks are awesome. 7 people hear them.
7 people.
America should be hearing this.
America.
Hey guys, it's that time of the week where I go, hey, tell a friend about our pod. Let me ask you a question.
What?
When's the last time any of you told a friend about our pod? 0 times? When's the time you told a friend to listen to our pod? 0 times? That's my guess, Tara. That's my guess. I know Miranda
Mine
told a
too.
couple people early on. I think she gave up though. She's like, I don't think people like this. They talk
know.
about 69 every fucking week.
And they're siblings, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, which siblings talk about 69 in?
All of them. They should. It's like the way of the world.
Natural?
It's a natural position in the world.
Yeah.
One of
We
us is
already learned it's from like the French
French
Revolution.
Revolution. It's very
So
old.
it's been around forever. I'm sure
Not
even
a long-
before that.
We taught in history. I should. Think.
Yeah.
Any
I
other
mean,
good
they're
sport?
taking away some of our history, so let's add 69 to
We're
it.
gonna take away some of the stuff. Let's add some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Let's take away some of the stuff. Let's add some of the fun stuff at least.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we start doing. Like, okay, well, this is the history we want to talk about. Then they'll be real pissed. These people, like, oh, I don't know about 69 talk. Let's go back to talking
Let's
about.
go back to talking about,
everything. Everything. All the stuff we want to pretend never happened.
Yeah, because it's.
Any other sports stuff from the last week, Tara, other than the U.S. women's national team? There doesn't. Basically, nothing's going on. Oh wait, all the realignment in college football.
Yep.
We don't have to talk about it a bunch. I don't know.
But it is happening.
Like I don't like. It's annoying.
It is.
It's weird. It's like, but it's big. It's always been that way. Everyone. That's the thing is, everyone wants to pretend like this is a new thing. But all it is before is like, all it was money before. Well, like when the Big Ten was created, that was just a bunch. That was a money like. It's like, oh, these schools have money.
Yeah.
There was really no what made it made no sense that Wisconsin was playing like I don't know. Instead of Wisconsin playing like Michigan, they should have been playing like Whitewater. If like they just want to be like
Sure.
true, they play Whitewater and they play UW Platteville and they play
Yeah.
schools like that. But no, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
They're just playing other schools with a lot of money. So like it's not that surprising. So was acting like it's like some new thing or fucking idiots.
Oh yeah, and it's
And
like
I'm supposed
all
to feel
about.
bad
It's
for these
literally
major
all about
colleges.
money.
I'm supposed to feel bad for these colleges that are
Right.
fucking
Not
corrupt places anyway. Like, come on,
right.
I
And it's
don't.
like everyone's going to find a place.
Yeah, it just might not be the same. You don't get
Right.
to play. You don't get your ass kicked every week by
Yeah.
good teams. You get to maybe win some games. Maybe become the best team in a conference. Like, relax, relax. So,
Relax.
yeah. So if you guys don't know, college realign, and it's the bigger problem though. I will say this. Here's what I will say. It does affect these other sports a lot more. So if you don't
Yes.
know, guys, a bunch of major college conferences, Big Ten, Pac-12, SEC, they're all kind of like changing. A bunch of people are leaving the Pac-12, going to
Big 10.
the Big Ten and the Big 12 and some of the
Mhm.
SEC school. I don't know if anyone went to SEC this time, but and like it's like now there's schools in the same conference that are supposed to play each other every year that are in like Oregon and Washington and California, but then there's a team in Rutgers in Maryland.
Yes.
I imagine they won't play each other every year or very little.
Well, I mean,
Um,
even when Rutgers and Maryland came into the Big 10, like
it
that
was
seemed
weird.
far, but now it's
Yeah,
like, wow.
across the entire
Uh
country.
yeah,
But what it's going to
Cali?
affect more so, but there's so many teams, there's 18 teams. It won't affect them. It'll happen sometimes. Some teams will probably get really fucked some years, but it's really going to hurt like these other school sports that are in those
Yeah.
conferences that have to now go across for like a softball game. Like
Yes.
football, like football is once a week. You just travel for the weekend and it's like,
Yep.
pretty set up, but like just to like middle of the week, you got to go run across the country to go play a couple of softball games. I don't know, man. Sounds pretty like they're all sports. Sports I'm not even like can't even think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That part is weird. That part's hard for those
Well,
students.
especially since they're big fakers acting like they're student athletes. It's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the biggest issue is it's like we care about you. No, you don't. It's just
No.
like this is the most money possibly you can get. Like
Right.
fuck off. But that's everything, guys. So why are we even
Yeah.
surprised about it ever? Why
Exactly.
are we even surprised about it ever? So Big Ten is
Another
going to be
funny
real weird.
TikTok.
What's that? Oh, we're back to
Another
TikToks.
funny
Let's
Tik.
go.
I just made me think of a TikTok
Hmm.
where it was like, we literally make everything up. So why does everything suck? Like, we created the stock market and it closes every day at 5 o'clock and then it reopens and then money, like, money's not real, but we give it value. Why don't we print off some more money and just give it to people? Oh, it'll lower the value of it. No, it won't. Not if we don't let it. We make it up anyway.
It's
Like,
all
let's
made
just
up.
keep making shit up.
It's all made up. Well,
It
that's the point.
is.
That's been my point a lot lately about stuff. It's like it's all made up. It's all
Mm-hmm.
arbitrary. It's just like people at the top are pretending like it matters just so they can stay at the top.
Yeah.
That's all it
Control.
is. It's all bullshit. The only real thing that matters is like the actual like the like the thing is workers do the most shit.
Yeah.
Their time is the most valuable thing. It just is. And it's the thing that's least paid for in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's time is the most valuable thing that on this planet. It just is. And
Yes.
it's the thing that is least paid for.
Definitely.
And that's fucked up. Guess what? Someone's time is more important than an iPhone.
Yes.
I saw this great thing. I think who said it? It was someone famous, but I don't remember what it was. But it doesn't matter. But it's along these lines. Basically, it was like, how much money would you be willing to take $10 million or whatever? And it's like, oh yeah, I'd take $10 million. But what if like what's the what's the price of waking up in the morning? Like what's that worth to you? And the guy's like, oh, would you take $10 million like as a prize? But what if I told you take $10 million to take tomorrow, you don't wake up ever again They're like, would you take that $10 million? They're like, no. I'm like, so it
Right.
has a value. Like,
Right.
it's worth more than $10 million to wake up every day. It's a good
Mm-hmm.
way to think about it. But again, that's what I'm saying. Time is worth more. Like, time, like, that's why I don't like to go wait in long lines and shit like that. It's like, this
Right.
isn't worth my fucking time. Like,
Exactly.
when
It's like
something's free
nothing
and you
is
wait in a long,
cool.
it's like, I don't care about this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, it's an experience. Like, you wait in line and that's part of the experience. You go on a ride. Like, that's fun. That's like a day of doing that. That's like a fun thing. But like, yeah, just to like get a deal, so you got to go wait in line. Like, this is not worth my time. You go every day to some job and you give them all of your time. We're not compensated enough for that in this world.
Definitely not.
We're just not compensated enough for it. That's worth more than what some dickhead, that some billionaire. It's like some idea that I'm Jeff Bezos. I had an idea that we could ship stuff to people faster. Well, first I had an idea to have a website with books on it. Perfect, beautiful, great idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
An idea is good. Ideas should be worth the money. He should get paid maybe a little bit extra for that moment. But it doesn't mean for the rest of his life he gets to fucking have all the world.
Right.
Like his that's not worth more than everyone else's time. It just isn't. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hope so.
I think you are.
Sports. Anything else sports wise that you grabbed from the week?
I know Anthony Davis got a big paycheck.
Not that interesting to me.
Me neither.
So anything that you cared about. Oh, there was Jake Paul fought again. Don't care.
Who won?
He beat Nate Diaz, but it sounds like Nate Diaz was fucking around and didn't really give a fuck. He's like, I'm not a boxer, and he's kind of
Right.
fucked
He's
around.
like
It
a
like
MMA
pissed him
guy.
off. Yeah. So it sounds like that's kind of funny. But football's coming around. That's coming up. Hard Knocks, I believe, starts this Sunday.
Yes.
So that's fun. The Hall of Fame game was last week
Mm-hmm.
on Thursday. We didn't really talk about it. I didn't really watch it.
I didn't watch it. It's
Stuff.
not a game I ever really watched, to be honest.
Life. But yeah, I don't really care about preseason football. I've decided anymore. I've stopped watching it years ago. It's not that fun. It's like good to know it's coming, but I care less and less about the NFL too.
Well, especially since you also have a keeper league for your.
It's a keeper league, and it's like whatever. I don't even have to like pay
know
attention to
anything.
see who's
Yeah.
any good because the teams are set already. It's not a keeper league; it's a dynasty league, and it's like
That's what I meant.
not my favorite thing. Not my favorite thing. But yeah, you don't really have to pay attention to the preseason that much because there's no one to go out and try to pick or draft or pay attention to. Your team's already set. It really doesn't make any difference at all.
Exactly.
So yeah, football is coming up. Baseball's in the middle of the season. I just don't care that much. I think the Brewers are in first place.
Really?
I think the Milwaukee Brewers are in first place. Let me double check. Milwaukee Brewers first place in their division.
Wow. Yep. I didn't even know that.
But the division's bad. Everyone's really close and in the same area. Reds and Cubs are within a game and a half of them. Oh. But there's 10 games behind the Atlanta Braves, who are in first place in the National League. So that's a lot. So I'm a little sore. I'm a little tender. My neck's a little sore. My neck's a little tender. Any more TikToks, Tara?
Let me check.
Nope. We're going to take that as a no. It took too long. So we're moving on to this thing we really are supposed to be doing this week, Tara, which is what's that? Face.
I don't know if I did it.
You texted me about it yesterday. Our 369 thing.
But I didn't know I didn't think that you didn't say anything.
I said yes.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What the fuck?
I can do it. I can do it on the spot.
That's not the point. The point is to come up with something.
With what?
I'm the guy that comes up with stuff on the spot, not you.
I can do it. I'm gonna try it.
Do it.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh my God, Tara! Why text me about it then if you're not gonna do it?
You didn't reply.
Yeah. So
I didn't know if that was a thing.
What did I not? Let's read it. I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking read it. I'm gonna read your bullshit. From Lynn. Oh, she moved on. That's the reason I didn't get to really respond because she moved on to something else, which is I'm gonna tell you about in a second. The fuck? Where's it at here? Do you remember our assignments? I said no because I didn't. Also, have you seen Reservation Dogs? Yes, I've talked about it on this podcast. Idiot. And then she said we were going to do something with 369, but I got caught up in the Reservation Dogs the newest episode, knowing full well that I've seen it. And no, I just started the series. I said, Tara, catch up. I talk about it all the time. I've talked about it on the pod. Tara, catch up. What are we doing? High Life.
I'm catching
The Drink
up.
of Kings. High Life. The Drink of Kings. I'm doing an ad read and you're talking over me. High Life. The Drink of Kings. Someday we'll have a real sponsor. High Life's the best though.
The Drink
I
of
forgot about it. Now it's a little warm. I'm a little sad about that. It's a little bit warm. It's still good warm though. High Life, even good warm.
That's saying a lot for beer.
It's not that good warm.
Okay.
It's not that good warm. So yes, Tara's watching Reservation Dogs finally. It's the third season started
yes.
already. So like catch up. You know for
I'm
a fact I
halfway
watch
there.
it. You know for a fact I watch it.
I forgot, but now I remember.
You forgot.
Yeah, I did.
I hate you. You forgot I watched Reservation Dogs and didn't do a 369 thing.
I can do it on the
Tesla,
spot, Drew.
369. Tesla. Write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times before fucking bed.
I can.
What do you got? Give me one. You said you could make them up. Give me one right now.
What am I?
369.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Give me one. What are you going to write down 3 times in the morning, 6 times at night? Or 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night? What do you mean? What do I mean? I'm heated. I'm heated.
I know. I see that. So my friend Tessa, she goes to Florida every January. So I want to manifest going with her to Florida in January.
For the pod. It's supposed to be for the pod.
Oh, it was for the pod?
Yes.
Okay.
This was for the pod.
I would like to be
How about
the number.
I start here? How about I give you a little
would like to be
start?
the number one pod on Apple.
No. I'm starting.
Okay, because that's going to be yours.
No, because mine's better. Because that was we'll be the number one pod. You know what I want, Tara? I don't want to be the number one pod. I just want to beat the motherfucking Kelsey brothers. I don't care if we're ever number one, but we got to be above the Kelsey brothers, whether that's number 2 or that's number 1 at some point. I don't give a shit, but we got to pass the motherfucking Kelsey brothers on the charts. Okay. We got to be number 2 right now is what that would be in sports and entertainment. I mean, we're still the number 1 America pod about buttholes, 69, and we're siblings, and we also love sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
But my goal, so we need to start every day writing down 3 times in the morning.
Okay.
We need to be, I'll accept it even that they fall back down to earth and then there's some sort of scandal and they don't do it anymore. I will accept that. I don't give a shit. So we need to pass the Kelsey brothers on the charts. That's my goal, is to pass the Kelsey brothers, new heights. I got the name right finally. We're going to pass them on the charts. That is my goal. That is my Tesla 369 goal. So 3 times in the morning, I'll be writing that down. 6 times in the afternoon, I'd be writing that down, visualizing it 9 times at night. That's a lot of times. Every day, that's hard.
I know.
Here's my thing is I feel like the reason it would work is because you do it every day and then you'd be like, I'm tired of doing this. I got to make it happen.
Yeah.
So that's my first one.
Okay.
Number 1. I want to be number 1. Yeah, it's so obvious. But I kept it real. I kept it in the vein of this pod. Fuck the Kelsey brothers. They got nothing on us. What do you got? You want to be number 1?
I want to be number 1 on the charts.
You are like the only easiest, obvious thing. Of course. I'll make it up on the spot.
I will make it up on the spot.
Skills.
I want to have at least 4 laugh out loud moments on each pod every week where people are busting a gut.
How do we even like
I don't know,
quantify that?
Drew.
How do we?
How do we?
I'm asking. How would we quantify that? You can't. Do somebody could maybe
I tell
quantify it?
people, hey, send us an email at melonfights@gmail.com to let us know if you laughed your ass off more than 4 times at something I said
Maybe
out loud.
manifest that someone will send us an email that's not our mom and my girlfriend.
Ooh. Okay.
That's not related to us.
Or a friend.
Or friend. Yeah. Tara, manifest that. That's 9. You can go with yours. We'll go with yours. 4 laugh out loud moments each pod. I just
I
feel
just
like
feel
that's a
like I
weird
need to
one.
be better. I don't
You need
think
to
I'm
be
that
better.
funny. I don't think I bring a lot of my funny, and I think I need to
Yeah, you're
manifest.
funnier than you lead on.
I need to manifest comfort.
Energy.
Maybe comfort energy.
How about energy?
Yes.
Match this energy. Match this wild man's energy. Anger or happiness or excitement. Manifest 4 laugh out loud moments. That's such a weird number. I'll
Well, I
accept
don't
it.
know. I'll say that I want to be the funny one on the pod. I don't want to
Oh,
do that because
wow.
I want it to be all of them.
I like
I
that.
want us
Whoa, whoa,
both to
whoa.
be.
Well, I can be funny and be
I
overtaken.
know.
You
I
know,
don't
it
want
could
to. I
be.
want us both to
Listen,
be.
I'll Miyagi this for you too. I'll fucking Miyagi you
Oh,
just right to
God.
Tara. I will let the master. I'll be the master, and I will let the student become the master. I'll let it happen. I'm not afraid. Being number
Okay.
2 is not that bad.
I'm
The Kelsey
thinking-
brothers are doing all right.
Okay.
So you want to be the
That's
funniest on
my.
the pod.
Yes.
Okay. You want to overtake me.
Yeah,
Because you can be super funny, and I can
I
still be very
know.
funny.
Exactly.
We're probably better off if you're the funny one. Be like, damn, this woman's funny? Shit.
Exactly. Shit. Women aren't
And then
funny.
like guys will be, she ain't funny, and they'll be like on my side. It'll start a thing. It'll be great.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah, right.
the talent? Drew or Tara?
Well, I'm the talent.
Mm.
But you could be the funniest if you try harder.
I need to
Give
be
it a little.
funnier. I already
You're
know
funny.
I do.
Tara, some people probably think you're the funnier one in the pod already.
I don't know. I know I can be the funniest, but something is holding me back and I need to manifest.
Who says you're not the funniest? Just manifest it.
I will.
I thought of something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mine's gonna be a simpler one. I'm gonna manifest that someone we've never met emails the pod. Someone we don't know. Someone that just is a listener out of nowhere emails the pod. That's my manifestation.
I like
3, 6, 9. It's good, right? That means someone's listening that we don't know.
Yes.
And right now, I don't think that's the case.
I don't think so either.
I don't either. Might be because for the first 20 minutes you dilly-dally around about TikToks you watched over the last, I haven't watched in 3 months.
Okay, so you're blaming me for our poor numbers?
No, definitely not. I'm just saying. We took 20 minutes of you talking about TikToks, and I was like, all right, we got to move on from these TikToks.
Sometimes you sit there and you just like ramble about stuff, and I just go, yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
So every once in a while, I need a little because maybe
That's
it'll
not
catch
good.
fire. Maybe people will like it.
Like what?
Maybe people like my rambles better than your rambles.
Just be a little more succinct on when you explain your TikTok.
Drew,
is all I
you
think.
know how I work. I have a very scatterbrain. I have no such thing
Paint
as
a picture. Tell a story. No, you're a storyteller, so I don't buy this. Paint a picture. Tell a story. Succinct, quick.
Okay, so
What's
there's
your next
this
one?
TikTok.
Oh, you got a TikTok. Yeah, give me a TikTok. Give me a quick TikTok. And then we'll go back to your pick.
Okay.
And then you'll do one more. And then you'll do one more. And then we'll wait. And then that's enough for this week.
Okay.
We'll come up with more.
So there's this TikTok, and it's a mom, and she has 2 little kids that are too old to have pacifiers in their mouths. And she's like, there's this challenge. It's called the apple cider challenge. So she takes the little kids' pacifiers and she dips them into the apple cider vinegar and gives them to the kids. And one of the little kids goes, ugh, it's broken. And then the other little kid does it, and she's a little older, I think, and she goes, what the fuck is this? And it was so
Did I
cute.
send you
The
that?
mom's just laughing. Yes.
Dang, I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. That just shows you how mindless TikTok scrolling is, man. I don't even
I
remember
want to see
doing
the
that.
day you
What
sent
date was
that
that?
one. That one
How long did I send you that?
was. Uh,
This segment could be called Shit Drew Sent Me He Forgot About.
I feel like it was one of the more recent ones.
Mm. Did you name it? Did you give it a name? There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear
I
Liza.
can't
There's a
find.
hole
Oh,
in
it
my
was June
hole.
1st.
That's a while ago.
Yeah.
That was 2+ months ago. I could see forgetting that. I like it. Now give me one last manifestation. The Tesla 369 manifestation.
For the pod,
Yes.
I am going to manifest that I.
Oh, it's about you again. All about herself, this one.
Well, I feel like I need to do some work. And I
No.
think that what I need to manifest.
We. It's
Yeah,
all we.
but I can only control what I do. And I
That's not
think.
true. That's not how manifestation works, Tara.
Okay. Um, I am manifesting that we get a little bit more structure and find like some really fun segments
Mm-hmm.
that we can just bring back. We don't
do
have to
that.
do them every time, but like we bring it back. Some new ones, some like fresh ones.
I don't know if that's a manifestation.
I know,
Tara.
I don't know how to manifest. That's why I suck at life
Like
so
a
much.
thing that it's basically to make something happen. Like I'm manifesting that someone will that'll email us that we don't know.
I got one.
I'm
somebody.
shooting us to the
Okay,
top.
I got one.
Yours is
I
just like,
got
hey,
one.
maybe we should do this better. Maybe we should do this better. That's how we will get to these goals.
Okay.
These like, come on,
Okay, here's my manifestation.
make it ridiculous. I don't give a shit.
My manifestation is that we get discovered. And get to do a podcast and get paid to do a podcast.
Okay.
Why do you hate mine?
It's
Wouldn't
just
it be
very
nice?
generic.
Well, Drew, maybe it's
How
not
about-
generic. Maybe it's just
Maybe
like,
hey, like be very specific. That's the point. You got to be very specific with these things. Like, hey, I hope that fucking Jack Black, we hear that Jack Black loves our podcast or saw a clip that we did. Like something cool like that. Not just like generic, like I hope he get discovered and get paid for this.
I hope.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope the oh yeah dudes hear us and they love us.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The greatest podcast that ever existed hears about us and say they like us.
Yeah.
That's what you want to manifest and write
and
down.
they want to do a live show with us.
Live show? Ooh. They open for us?
Yeah.
No, we open for them.
Of course.
And then they do it, and then we do a 15-minute combo platter.
Yes.
Something that long. Now that's what I'm talking about, Tara. That's a thing. That's fun. Not Johnny Gennaro.
I know. Sometimes it's hard for me not to be Johnny Gennaro.
That's why I push you, Tara. I got to push you to make you better. I'm making your other thing happen already.
Thanks,
The
Mr.
master
Miyagi.
is building up the student.
Thank you, Mr. Miyagi.
Miyagi. I deserve that drink because I am the king of beers. It's actually champagne and beers, but it is very warm now, so I may not finish it. That was fun. I liked that, Tara. I liked that. Reservation Dogs. What do you like about it so far?
I am pretty sure.
Keep in mind more of those though. We can come back each week. We don't have to do one every week, but if you got one, but we gotta start doing it and actually writing these things down.
Yes. So. We got to do the 369.
We got to do the 369. You know what a good place to start is? Maybe like next pod, we do it at 3 times at the beginning, 6 times in the middle, and 9 times at the end. The ones we already came up with.
Yeah.
We write it down and we talk about it. Could be fun. We'll shorten it up so it doesn't take that long. Like
These
we'll
are
try to
next
come
pod
up
we're
with like a
doing.
nice. Hmm.
The next pod we're doing what we talked about today. The 369.
We'll actually write it down
Yeah.
and we'll do it during the. You can do it before,
Yeah.
but during the pod we should do it too.
Okay.
Maybe during the pod we'll save. Usually we record in the after, depending on what time we record. Make it either the 3, the 6, or the 9
Okay.
for the day. Okay, or we
Mhm.
something like that. We'll figure it out. What I moved on to? Oh yeah, so Reservation Dogs. Tara's been watching. You like Reservation
Yes.
Dogs, Tara?
I
There's
really
watching.
like it
It's
a
on
lot.
Hulu.
So
Indigenous folk make indigenous actors, indigenous cast, or I'm sorry, crew, indigenous writers, producers. It's a very cool show.
it's so good. And
Very
the
funny.
thing is, I turned on Bear first because people kept talking about Bear at work and how they were like, it's stupid good. And I turned it on and I was like, over it. First scene.
That's what The Bear is. The most overrated show in the history of the fucking planet. I can't watch it. I watched the whole first season. I fucking hate it.
Well, I watched the first scene where he's on one of the bridges and he
Mm-hmm.
goes to like open the cage on a bear.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god. And it
And it
was
was a
so
dream. It
dumb.
was like
It's like
right
a
on the
dream.
nose, like
Yeah.
the bear.
The bear.
The bear. It
Ugh.
sucks, Tara. I've never cared less about a fucking TV show or watching it. People are
Yeah.
fucking. I've been talking shit about it since day one. I'm like, what are you talking
And the
about?
thing is, like, I can't talk that much shit because I literally watched probably 12 minutes of it. But I didn't care that he had to spend a bunch of money to buy meat. I don't
Nope.
know.
Don't give a shit.
Don't care.
Couldn't give less of a shit.
No.
And then to make it a fine dining restaurant is eventually what's going to happen.
Mm.
Who cares? Fine dining is so fucking stupid.
Right? Keep it
Like who gives like
keep it chill.
go
Keep
fuck
it like
yourself.
keep it like classic.
Yeah, make
Keep
good
it
food.
so good that everybody wants to come and eat your super good sandwiches.
Yep. The bear.
And maybe like
it doesn't feel anything like Chicago when I watch them. Like, this is so Chicago. Like, no, it's not.
yeah.
I lived here for a long time. This does not feel like Chicago.
Mm-mm.
These people don't feel like they're from Chicago. Like, honestly, they don't. None of them. And I don't think any of them are. All the actors. I don't think any of them are from Chicago. And they don't feel like they're from Chicago. Some of them might be. I don't know. But don't care about the bear.
So
Reservation Dogs.
Yes. So I was like, not for me. And then I was like, oh, I'll try the Reservation Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You care about everybody in it. Everyone
is it true? We don't like the main girl.
Laura. Yes.
When she's on, I'm bored.
Yes.
It's like so serious.
I
and
agree.
It just isn't like I'm just like I don't care. Like I don't like I care. Like
well,
I want her to
with
have
her grandma thing, that was sad. But outside of that,
but I don't care.
No,
she just like I'm just like, oh, you're such a like I get it, I guess, but the rest of the show so much. The other ones all have really sad, great moments. I don't know how far into it you are, but there's sad and great moments from all of them. But but when it's not sad for them, it also can be very fun.
Yes, I love the one girl, the other girl in the crew, who went hunting with her dad. What's
her name?
I don't know any of their names except Bear and
except
Cheese.
For Bear and Cheese.
Yeah.
It's Willie Jack, by the way.
Willie Jack, yes.
She's she's the star of the show. She's my favorite,
yes.
Like she's the breakout star of the show. It's not even close. Cheese is also Eddie.
Oh my God, Cheese is Eddie.
Cheese is Eddie. Eddie is our friend, and Cheese is Eddie.
Cheese is Eddie.
Like it's just Eddie.
Yes.
Especially young Eddie.
Yeah.
I do like Bear as well.
But
I know that what's her name?
Laura?
Laura? She's
Laura.
I mean, whatever. She's going through a lot. Her like best friend like killed himself.
And she saw him hanging.
And she saw it. And it's sad, but it also like it just doesn't work. For me, it's the part of the show I struggle with. It doesn't totally work for me. But I think it's just like whoever wrote her so serious that it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like everyone else has like their serious, like when Willie Jack went hunting with her dad.
Yeah.
That was that sad episode,
It was so sad.
but like awesome at the same time.
Hmm.
Um, and then
When
how
she's,
good is the spirit? How good is the spirit?
oh my god,
He's
like, it's
amazing.
so
He's one
good.
of the writers on the show, and
Oh
he's so
my
good.
gosh. And
He's
the
so good.
uncle. Okay, so one of my favorite when I
Uncle
was
Cool
like,
Jeff.
oh,
He gives me such an Uncle Cool Jeff vibe.
he is so funny. Like when they were talking about him, uh, knocking out like 20 people, and then they like
Hmm.
flash to him like doing it.
Yeah,
It's just like
yeah,
it was so freaking funny.
yeah.
Um,
He's awesome in it.
he's
He's awesome
so
in it.
awesome. When he
It's a
was
good
like,
show.
it's so good. I
Yeah, guys,
Drew,
please watch it.
I watched a season and a half yesterday, and
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh wow. You might actually finish the series. Well, I heard this is the last season, so they said this is the last season, so you
Well,
might actually finish the
I
series.
could totally finish it if it's 3.
You might finish the season. You actually might finish the series. What were we watching? I'm like, there's no way Tara finishes any. How does Tara watch this? It was something. I'm like, everything
Barry.
about it. Oh no, it was Heartstopper. The new season
Oh,
of Heartstopper is out.
it is. Is it
You
good?
didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, the new season. We crushed it over the weekend.
Oh, I love
But there's a
that
lot of moments that
show.
like, ugh,
I felt
what's
that
gonna
way in the
happen
last
here?
season.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm surprised you finished it.
I know, but they
But
just
it's
seem
good.
to love each
It's good.
other.
Watch it. It was good.
I
It
will.
was another good season, in my opinion.
And your opinion is all that matters.
Any other takes on Reservation Dogs? You excited?
Yeah.
Miranda and I finished Sopranos last night. We finished the
Um,
series.
did she
Until
like it?
she loved it. She got to see the final episode, the controversial episode, which is very good. The last scene. Don't excuse me. Do not say it out loud.
Cut it. I thought
Don't
everyone
even
knew
say.
it.
Yeah, better. We're not spoiling shit.
I thought everyone knew that.
No, they don't. That's the
Okay,
point.
well, cut it out.
You're trying to spoil the end of shit.
Just cut it out. It's
Just
called
don't spoil
editing.
it. Don't ever spoil
I
something.
literally thought that everyone had seen that. And
No,
plus, we
everyone
spoil
has seen it.
entire movies.
Our parents have not seen it. They're trying to watch it. So we tell them the movie before we spoil it.
Well, then cut it out.
You just randomly flip it through it and I got to go searching for that moment and cut it out. It makes my life so much harder.
Okay, I'm telling you, 62,
Okay.
or it's around 62 minutes.
Yeah, well, be careful.
I literally,
Be careful. Just say sorry and be careful.
I'm not apologizing because I'm pretty sure people know the ending.
Yeah, you know.
Everybody knows.
You know.
Everybody.
No, they don't. Miranda had no idea. Miranda had no idea.
How come I knew that?
Because you're a dick.
The show ended how long ago?
Doesn't matter.
And everyone talked about it.
She's younger than us. And I bet you mom and dad don't know how it ends. And they want to watch it.
All right.
Apologize to them.
Fine. I'm
for
sorry,
trying to
mom and
spoil
dad.
it.
But you didn't
Apologize
hear
for trying to spoil it. I'm going to take it out. But apologize for trying to spoil it.
I'm sorry for trying to spoil it. I thought everyone knew. I'm sorry.
Jesus. What else you got for me?
I was hanging out with some of your buds today.
That's not what I mean. I mean, you got any holidays for me? Do you got any
No, Drew, I seriously
for me?
looked up the holidays and there are no good ones. I will read them to you because they're that bad.
All right, let's hear it. Maybe I think they're good.
Okay. Today's, I got to pull it up quick. Because I looked at it because I looked at it last night and I'm like, there's nothing fun about these. Okay.
All right.
What's the date? The 7th? Why is it not pulling up? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Today's holidays. What the hell? Let's see if this does it. Okay. Nope. What in the world? Okay. August.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Now it's asking me to sign in on Google. let me do it this way. What?
On this date in history, in sports history, American baseball player Barry Bonds has 756 career home run, breaking the record set by Hank Aaron. So this is
Oh,
the day in history
wow.
that Barry Bonds set the all-time home run record. He hit more after that, but that's when he beat hammering Hank Aaron. Tara, how do you feel about that? Barry Bonds is a cheater?
He is, but he's good.
He's a cheater, though. He doesn't get to that number if he doesn't take steroids. That's a fact.
Probably. All right.
No, it's a fact. It's a fact.
Want to hear some?
Let's go.
Okay, today is Civic Holiday. Civic Holiday strives to help foster the spirit of community among residents.
Yeah, I don't know how to make that fun.
I know. Today
Maybe
is.
we could have. Maybe we could have done our civic duty today. I don't know.
I know.
Plan something out that we're going to do as a pod civically.
Today is
What else
also
you got?
Today is also Aged Care Employee Day.
What is it?
Aged Care Employee Day. Aged care workers are there to assure that the lives of your elderly are in safe hands.
Wow, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. What else you got?
Today is Commerce Day.
Mm-hmm.
Commerce Day is a day to rest, leave work, and relax on this public holiday.
Anything else?
It's National Lighthouse Day.
There we go.
We
This could have been
celebrate
fun. You could have come
how
up with something fun for
these
lighthouses.
scenic historical structures comfort travelers through the centuries. Okay. Lighthouse. What could be fun with lighthouse?
It's too late now. It's too late now.
How long do you think it would take you to climb up to the top of a lighthouse?
I don't know. How big's the lighthouse? What are we talking
I don't
about?
know.
5 seconds? Like a couple minutes?
Lighthouse. A
Couple
lighthouse.
minutes. Couple minutes. They're not like some crazy feet, weirdo.
Would you live in a lighthouse?
Would I live in a lighthouse? Actually, yes. I would love to. I would do something. I
Be
want to.
like by the sea.
It's a thing people are doing apparently.
Really?
They're buying lighthouses for cheap, or yeah,
And living in them?
yeah, because they were just like almost like giving them away for people, so someone will live in them, so they can. They're just redoing them fancily, basically, so people will watch over them, and they don't have to pay somebody to do it. Like they have to, like if you own it, you have to look over it, like it's the law or something. Caroline Aaron, American actress, crimes and misdemeanors, born in Richmond, Virginia in 1954. Bitch, be 69 today.
Ooh, happy
Never
birthday.
heard of her though. Never heard of her though.
Never
I'm gonna
heard of
Google her
her.
quick. Let me Google her quick. Let me Google this person real quick. Oh, you would know her. She plays in Marvelous Miss Maisel. She plays
The mom?
the other mom. Joe's mom. Joe, is that his name? She's Miss Maisel. She's Mother Maisel.
Oh, yeah.
She's awesome in that show.
Mm-hmm.
I love Caroline Aaron. She's 69 today.
Oh, happy birthday.
That's so funny that she's. Oh no, this is a lie. It said she was born in 1954, but then when I clicked on her on the page I was on, and then when I went here, it said she's born in 1952. So it's
never mind.
So fuck her. She's not. She's 71. So what? How the fuck, man? Why are you lying to me? That's
That's rude.
Not reliable even in the least. In the least, maybe if I click on someone in 1956, Kent Rominger, American astronaut. Let's see if this one was correct. Nope, he was born in 1956. They got that one right. He's 67. Let me try Gregory Valentinos, Greek master. 68. So they got the one they got was wrong. That sucks.
That does suck.
I was excited about her being 69.
It's National Professional Speaker Day.
Oh, wow. That's what we are, Tara.
I know.
We're professional speakers.
We're
How
speaking professionally.
You should have had me come up. We should have. Some of these I want to know ahead of time so I could write a speech. I would have wrote a speech for the day.
Shut up.
I mean, I could write a speech. I give a goddamn speech.
I would be terrible at giving a speech. I
T-
have this recurring thought, and I don't know if it happened in real life or if it was a bad dream. And it's where I was in college and I had to give a speech presentation, and I pretty much fumbled over everything and was stressed
mm,
out. And I don't know if it's real or fake.
it's fake.
I
It never
think,
happened.
no, I think it happened.
I mean, you will probably get stressed out. I don't know what. I never had. I liked giving speeches back in the day in
Mm.
school and stuff like that. Definitely enjoyed that. Definitely enjoyed that. Is that all you got for me? That's enough holidays. Did you have any hard hitting questions for me?
No, because those are always my holidays.
So you couldn't come up with a hard hitting question for me? Like, what are we doing?
Do you have any
Moving on,
hard
I
hitting
guess.
questions for me?
No, I don't do that. We
Why?
never have done that because that's not how
Yes,
I
you
roll.
have.
Maybe once when you hosted, I did it. I got an email. I got one email. See what happens with it. Tara and Drew, another big podcast milestone to look forward to is episode 100. Yeah, that's just really far away. We're supposed to be looking forward to 77, Tara. Countdown to 77. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Countdown to 77. Next week, I'll have something good going for 77. Maybe lead up to episode 80 is all about the 80s, and same with the 90s. That's doable. I thought about
That's
that.
doable.
So lead up to 80s. We do a bunch of 80s stuff. I could be seeing in that. Maybe some 80s movies.
Mm-hmm. Some 80s
But it makes more sense to
music.
maybe during the 80s to talk episode 80s, do something from each year of the 80s, those years of the 80s. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's think about that. Another big pocket. The bear at the zoo. Half the photos look fake and half look real. My guess is real. It's real. It's definitely real.
It did look
It just is
fake.
awkward. It's just a
Yeah.
weird looking bear. And then when it goes down into like bear stance, it looks totally like a real bear.
And then when it stands up, it looks like it's got like a baggy suit on.
Yeah, it's just got weird. It's just a weird deal. Speaking of animals, I fully support Tara getting a cat. She's wrong.
Who is that?
She's just very.
This from Miranda?
It's all from Miranda.
Okay.
Lifeguard Mary. Wait, Lifeguard Mary F. Kill. Oh, I didn't play this one, but Mary F. Kill guac salsa queso. Totally 100% completely agree with Drew. Kill salsa, fuck guac, Mary queso. Absolutely. She's got it.
No.
Top 3 jelly bean flavors. Man, she was hitting on a lot of stuff. Berry blue, peach, red apple, and Drew does not eat candy like and Drew does eat candy like a monster. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the
Mm.
flavor of any candy I ever ate because I just put them all in my mouth at the same time. It's just one delicious candy
Flavor.
soup. It's a candy soup.
It's candy soup.
Tara was talking about Harry Potter's birthday and the author J.K. Rowling, not Rowlands. Huh?
I must have said it wrong.
J.K. Rowlands? Who gives a shit? Doesn't she suck? Isn't she like anti-Semitic or some shit like that, or anti-gay?
She was like, she's anti-trans in a way that's just annoying.
Oh, all right. I don't disagree. It's douchey that she gave her surname birthday, her same birthday, but you had her name wrong. Miranda,
Yeah,
get
I
out of
get
here.
it. I suck.
Drew, I
I
don't
don't
send
know how to
emoji.
read.
She says I don't send Drew emoji because I don't get them in return, and it's sad.
Oh.
Questions for both of you. Have you started 369 manifestations? No, we have not.
We
were talking
just
about them
started
this
it
week.
today.
Yep, we're gonna start doing the actual manifestations. Tara, I still love what a girl wants.
Me too.
I did see a little bit of sexual tension, but hadn't noticed until Drew said it this time. And I have seen the movie a billion times before. Yeah, she felt it. She felt it. If you could create a summer camp, what would it be called?
Bug juice.
What would the name be? And what activities would it be offered? That's a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, my camp would be a fun camp.
Your camp would be a fun camp?
Yeah, like where you're just
that mean?
playing games and stuff all the time. It wouldn't
Oh,
be like
yeah,
a
mine would
church
be-
camp or anything.
No. What's it called?
I think
I
it
would
would
have a
be
camp. It'd be
called.
called. This is like kind of like our. I feel like she had something like this before for us.
Mine would be
If I had
called Camp.
I wouldn't do like a native name or anything like that because that's just like. I don't know if that's what your plan was there. Don't do that.
What?
Like an indigenous name. Don't do that.
No, mine was not.
I'd probably call my camp Cool Kid, and like you just come and you just like get to act like the cool kid from like all the 80s and 90s movies, like this the cool kid stuff. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Cool kid activities. Yeah, that's what it'd be. Camp Cool Kid. What's a cool kid activity though?
Like shoving someone in a locker.
No, not to say bully. Cool kid. Like
Oh,
Benny the Jet. Cool kid.
like
Like uh like
befriending a nerd.
no, I'm talking about not like just being cool, like the
Just
like hanging
like
out. Huh? Dressing cool, get you cool clothes, just hanging out at the campfire with all the kids, co-eds, whatever. Camp Cool Kid. That's mine. You got one? You got a name for camp and what it's like?
I think mine would be like kind of like Dirty Dancing,
Mm-hmm.
where you go in kind of the nerd. Like they pick one girl that's kind of the nerd, and then she goes into the Dirty Dancing world,
Just
and
one kid gets to have that fun summer, and everyone else. What
everyone
the fuck
else.
are you talking about? Everyone else just has to be the normies. Who gets to fucking play the girl that has to have a fucking dangerous abortion? What are we
Oh
talking about?
gosh. Well, it's just like about
That's
go into the dancer's house and dirty dancing would
sounds
be
like you
my
want to have
camp.
basically a summer camp that's a dance summer camp where you get to dirty dance the whole time.
Yeah, dirty dance, not like choreographed dance, dirty dance. And then maybe
Okay.
you like go swimming during the day and
Sounds like a camp. What's
I
this
mean
camp
most
called?
camps are just camp.
Mine's got a theme. Cool Kid Camp. Camp
Mine
Cool Kid.
mine's called camp. Oh my gosh, but then you could even do like the dancing in the water and on like the big log. Oh yeah, that's part of it too.
Whoa, whoa,
Um
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second here.
what?
Something really weird just happened. I went
What?
to like highlight the text, and when I highlighted it, there's like this gap between the first line that says another big milestone, then the bear at the zoo. When I highlighted, there was words in between that were like hidden, like they're white,
What?
like they were hidden, like there was like I had to discover it. Did she do this on purpose?
What's it say?
I'm about to tell you. It says Drew commented that I say my high school cheer team is stronger than him and all the time, and that's such a lie. I've never said that because that's not true. I've said that they know how to throw me up in the air the correct way versus how Drew does it. He's very strong, but most of the time doesn't realize how strong he is, and it can hurt. That's not what she says. That is not what she says. She's like, "Oh, you wobble, blah 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 blah, blah wobble." Like,
But all
yeah,
that
because like
was hidden?
that was all hidden. Like she's
Weird.
trying to hide it.
Weird.
I don't even know how to like show this. Dirty. I don't know what that's about.
Uh,
That's weird. What the fuck? Anyway, we're not talking about that anymore.
mine
I'm
it's
stronger than all the four girls that are throwing
mine
up
would
in
be
the air.
called camp
I just,
camp time of your life.
oh wow, that's good. And that's the Dirty Dancing camp.
Yeah.
August back to school themed question. Oh, this should be good.
Ooh.
Top 3 items to buy as a kid in the back to school section.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Nothing better than the back to
Markers.
school shopping. Oh, nothing better than back to school shopping. Trapper Keeper.
Markers.
Crayons. Trapper Keeper, crayons.
Like a cool like erasers. I always liked erasers. I never used
like
them,
like
but
a
I liked them.
like a snazzy ruler, like not like if you got a cool ruler, like maybe it was like a little rubbery,
Mm-hmm.
like a cool ruler.
I
Ruler.
always wanted these, but never got them. Lisa Frank like notebooks or uh, folders.
Yeah.
They were too expensive, but super cool.
All the new stuff though, just new crisp stuff.
Yeah.
I walked around the back to school section the other day and I was just like, this is all that. I was like, why would I buy any of this? I was gonna buy some. Like, why would I? I'm not gonna use it.
I bought some
I
pens.
do like a fresh notebook. College rule.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
when you open it up and you're like,
College. I couldn't write very good on
page.
college rule, but I liked the way it looked better.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, new clothes, new kicks,
Oh,
new
I
shoes,
forgot about
the
that
new gear.
stuff.
First
The
day is it's
gear.
not really a back to school section. I know she didn't say that, but man, getting your first fit for the year,
Mm-hmm.
first day fit.
Like, what am I
Ooh,
gonna
first day
wear?
fit.
What am I gonna wear?
Do you have like a memory of like a top first day fit? I have one. I have ones I'm ashamed of.
You're
I remember I got
ashamed?
my first like Abercrombie and Fitch first day fit one year, and I was
Ooh,
like, I'm fucking fresh.
I'm
And then
fresh.
it's so amazing. So I get my first. Okay, I was not that cool of a kid. I mean, I was cool in my own way, but I wasn't like cool and popular. Like, oh, look at that, he dresses cool. Clearly, look at me. I found my way. I have a beard. I hide my inability to dress with my beard. It makes it seem like I have a vibe.
You have a
Anyway,
vibe now.
first day of school. I want to say it was my sophomore year, of high school, because I kind of like made a name for myself freshman year. Like I got to know more gals and stuff like that. I had a pretty good and I had buddies. I had buddies always, but the gals started thinking I was a cooler guy because of like
We're in
it's high school, man.
Abercrombie.
You sit together at lunch and stuff like that, and you get to hang out a little bit more. It's a little more free.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Yeah. And plus, I was like, I guess I started getting in a little better shape when I was a freshman in high school. Like I was growing,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked kind of cute. I can't lie, but I got, one summer I got like an Abercrombie shirt and some Abercrombie shorts. I might have had the pants that zipped into shorts. I can't remember,
Oh.
but I had some Abercrombie shorts. It might have been American Eagle shorts. I don't know, but it was definitely an Abercrombie shirt. And uh, first thing in the morning, we're like hanging out, waiting to go to first class. And I'm like, people are drinking. I'm like, I had a milk for some reason. I was just kind of flipping it, or like throwing it in the air.
Of course you were.
And huh?
Of course you
Was
were.
was kind of flipping around being a bro. And I don't remember who. I want to say Nick, but I don't think so. We was kind of hanging out in those lockers
Mm-hmm.
along, the lockers that were along the lunchroom, the
Yep.
one row of lockers. I was doing that, and someone reached out and grabbed them, like to grab the milk from me, and it exploded all over my brand new fit. So I had to,
Aw.
first day of school, I just left. I'm like, I gotta go. And went home. I went home and changed my clothes because I smelled like milk. I didn't want to smell like milk all day. That's the first day of school. So my brand new fit was ruined
Oh
before the first
God.
bell rang.
What a
Like
dope.
seconds before it rang. Cause like, well, no, I think I went to the first class and it was like something that I could get away with getting out of there. And I'm like, can I just go change? Like I got milk all over me. So this was a nice
How'd you
enough
get
teacher to let me do
home?
it. Huh?
How'd you get home?
I don't remember. Maybe I called mom. Maybe someone came
Mommy,
pick
I
me up.
got milk all over me.
Did
Come
I wear
get
it all day?
me.
No, I lied, Tara. I tried to go home. I just wore it all day, and then I just made a joke like that. Before I just brought up instantly with anyone I was talking to, like, yeah, I got milk all over me. It was pretty fucking hilarious. I made it a thing. So yeah, that's my favorite. That's the one fit I remember. I don't know if it's my best fit, but it's the one I remember the most. You got a first day fit you remember?
I do. Um, it was seventh grade, and I actually have my school pictures in it from seventh grade because it was like this style where you would wear like a white t-shirt and then a plaid cut off, like a plaid t-shirt or a, what are those called? Overshirts? What are those
Mm-hmm.
called? You know what they're called?
What shirt?
It was like a
Start over.
okay.
Because I was reading something from the email.
Okay, so it was like a button-up shirt but short sleeved.
Okay.
And underneath it, it was like a white shirt, and I had my hair cut to about my chin, so I looked like a little boy. But I thought it was
That's your
so
favorite or your
cool.
most
The
memorable?
most memorable because I thought it was so cool. Emily and I both went to Rue
Is it the
21
one
and
that we
got
see the
it.
picture where your
Yes.
hair, you're kind of like almost
Yes.
likes to curl up at the end?
Yes.
Yeah. You look like all the boys that were dyeing their hair blonde. Remember, like all the guys
Yes.
were like bleaching their hair? You looked like all of them with your natural hair
I
color.
know. I was the hottest
hmm
boy in seventh
You're the
grade.
hottest seventh grade
I
boy.
really was.
You were the hottest eighth grade boy, but you were a seventh grade girl.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you had a look. You had a look. We never were that cool. We were never that cool.
That's
Um,
hurtful.
as a top 3 school lunches, pretty easy for me. It's the square pizza. It's the burrito with
Burrito.
cheese. and probably I guess I liked Dunkers at the time. When I have them now, they're disgusting. But when I was a kid, I thought they were good.
I
I
hated
think.
them. I liked the burrito was my number one.
Oh, I liked the Mexican pizza,
Mm-mm.
the like hexagonal pizza. I was a fan.
I liked the burrito was my number one. My number
Oh, I
two.
like chicken patty.
I was
Chicken
just gonna
patty is
say
my number
chicken
three.
patty was my two,
Yeah,
and maybe like a fish switch was my three.
burrito for me, then chicken patty, and then the rectangle pizza.
Yeah,
I liked the rectangle pizza quite a
I
bit.
didn't like it.
What were your three?
Maybe listen.
No, I want you to say where I'm not talking over you, bitch. Just say it.
My favorite three: number three, a fish switch; number two, a chicken patty; a number one, a
Fish witch.
burrito.
Fish witch.
Yeah, I liked the
Yeah, I
fish.
liked fish
I like
witches
the
in
fish
school.
switch.
I don't like a fish sandwich from McDonald's. But I did like a fish witch in school,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked them at home when mom would bake them.
Yeah.
Bake them for us. As a kid, was your favorite? What was your favorite last hooray of summer break? Does she mean hurrah?
Hurrah.
You don't spell them the same, do you?
No.
It says hooray, but whatever. Last hurrah of summer break. She says we always went to Dave and Buster's the night before school started. We didn't really have anything like that.
No. I
Like a
mean, we'd
last.
go to Noah's Ark at some point, which was always
Yeah,
like,
usually
it
near
was
the end of the
summer.
year, maybe.
Yep.
I mean, here's the thing: is I always had football had already usually started
Right.
in high school. I had to go to 2 days like right away.
I hate
Younger, we didn't. I don't
volleyball.
know. We didn't really have anything like that. I guess it
No.
was just like that last night where we stayed out late and shot hoops in the driveway, even with the light, like with just the lights going, till 9 o'clock, shooting hoops
Mm-hmm.
in the driveway. That was our big thing late at night. It was like
Hooping.
driveway hoops,
Mm-hmm.
playing around the world and shit like that. That's probably mine. Anything else, Terry? Do you got a thing?
Grievance.
Yeah.
I do.
What is it?
So for my birthday, I wanted to get a zero gravity chair
Mm-hmm.
because I want something comfy to sit on my balcony. And I
Yeah.
got one and it's extra large. I thought it was going to be perfect and it bothers my back.
You should get a different one. You should get the one I sent you. We love it. It fits
I
wonderfully.
know. I think I'm going to because this one
Just
just
get
hurts
that
my
and the pad
back.
we got total. It was $100 total for it'd be $100 for you. I think it was 60 for the one chair, and then you get a
Because
third
Miranda said she
$30.
could like fall asleep in it. Mine, I would not be able to because it
Oh,
hurts my back.
ours are awesome. Ours are great.
All right, I'll try it.
I don't know what yours is like, but
It's it in theory
I
is
know what it is.
awesome.
I don't know what's not, huh?
In theory, it's awesome, but it
I don't know
just
why
hurts
it
my
hurts you.
back.
It doesn't make any sense.
And
What
then
hurts?
Trav sat on it, and
What
it hurt
hurts?
his back
What
too.
hurts though?
My upper
What about it hurts
back.
your back?
It's just like I don't know. It hurts.
There's
It
too much pad. Because ours,
no,
Tara,
there's
like
not
you
enough.
see,
There, it's not.
what?
It's there's not too much pad. It's just the pad is weird. I think.
What about it is weird?
Drew,
Explain
I
this. Help
can't.
us out, Tara. Tara, help us out. We can't sympathize for you if you can't explain it better. Because right now it just
So
sounds like you're whiny.
no, like it is the way it hits my upper back. It
What hits your upper back?
something. It
In the
almost
chair?
yeah. It almost feels like maybe
Your
the
bar?
no. There's no bar, but it almost feels like there is a bar, and I almost think that it's there's a bump maybe from the how tight it is tied.
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
telling you,
know.
the ones we got are cheaper and they are comfy as hell,
Okay.
in our opinion.
I'm gonna get well. I have to take it back because I'm trying to sit in it and kind of break it in, and it's not doing
Don't do
it.
that.
I know.
That's not the way to do
I
that.
know.
Well, there you go.
That's my grievance.
I don't have any grievances. I mean, I have a million grievances, but I'm not going to unload any onto the pod.
Okay.
I'm not going to unload the world upon the pod. Melon Fights. This is Melon Fights. I already went through the email and stuff, but hey, if you guys know anybody that has never heard this pod, tell them to listen. Melon Fights. We are everywhere. We're on everywhere you'd want to listen to this podcast. Hey Tara, stay dry.
Stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon
Melon
fights.
fights.
I really tried to fuck you up there.
I
I
know.
do. I think I do well.
That one was like such a quick melon fights.
Yeah, it was different.